Kelly. I'm a full-time reseller. My Poshmark and Instagram are both rebel_rose_co. Today I'm going to do a what sold in September video. I need to try and get these out earlier in the month, but I've just been really busy. So I'm just going to have my computer here in front of me. I'm going to talk about some items that I sold in September, and I will insert pictures here. If you watch the whole way through, that means a lot to me. I am 2,000 hours away from being monetized, so every minute that you watch helps. Also, if you like, comment, subscribe, that all helps push me up in the algorithm, and it means a lot to me. So yeah, I'm going to get started on what sold. These are not in any particular order. First item is Schultz genuine leather open toe heeled booties. I'd had these for forever and I never got around to listing them for whatever reason. I think because heels don't sell well for me. They were like kind of in between heels and booties, and they were really nice though. I actually sourced these on Thredup. I also have a video not about sourcing on Thredup, but about selling on Thredup. It just got over 1,000 views, which is so much for me, and so I really appreciate everybody who watched that video. I will link it up above. So I sold these for $40. I had paid $8. So my earnings were $32, then minus $8. That was fine. They sold really fast once I finally got them listed. This next one, I was really surprised. I rarely pick up Loft. It just doesn't sell well for me. I picked it up because it was like $1, so it retailed for $90. It was a Loft denim trucker jacket. That was the style name. I sold it for $40 within 1 day. So yeah, I was really surprised by that. Loft normally just sits for me, and yeah, I feel like denim jackets aren't super in. So yeah, I was really surprised by that, but I was very happy. I also sold a Madewell palm tree button-down boxy shirt. I hauled this in a previous haul video. It also sold within a day, I believe, or at least within like 2 or 3 days. It sold for $31. Super happy with that. I had originally thought it was a men's shirt because it was very boxy, but it's women's and it sold super fast. I sold a Prairie Underground Army Green hemp jacket. This was my second time finding Prairie Underground. The first time was just a basic tank top. If I hadn't heard this brand from other YouTubers, I would have walked right by it. It's a great Bolo brand, and this was a jacket. It was made out of hemp. It was super nice. I sold it for $60. I had been hoping for more, but I got an offer like right away, and I was like, that's fine. I sold an Eileen Fisher black linen poncho for $38. I actually normally send in Eileen Fisher to Thredup because that brand does really well on there, but I wasn't able to get labels for a long time, so I was just listing all of my Eileen Fisher on here, and I was super surprised that I got $38 for this, but I was super happy, and it sold super fast. So Eileen Fisher, it's on Poshmark, it's either hit or miss. It's either really low or pretty high, so I was really happy with that. Next was a bundle of 2 New With Tag French Connection dresses. Both had been sitting for a very long time. One was a New With Tags $228 French Connection neon lace floral dress. The other one was a New With Tags French Connection $168 electric leopard dress. Cost of goods for both of these was very low. They'd been sitting for forever, so I accepted an offer of $80. This brand does not resell as well or for as high as it oh my god, it's like a tongue twister. This brand does not resell for as much as it retails for, as with every brand, but it's like even lower than you would hope for. So yeah, so I was happy with $80 for that. Sold a Ellie Tahari silk artsy print top for $23. It was super cute. I sold an Eileen Fisher white crepe skinny pants for $20. I actually sold these really fast, and I did not have high hopes for these. Gotten these in a bag of clothes that I had purchased, so I didn't like go out and source these. But they were like basically see-through. But they sold super fast, and I got an offer for $20. So I said okay, because I don't think a lot of people want see-through pants. Okay, next was super cute. It was an Urban Outfitters blue baby doll cottagecore dress. This dress was very cottagecore, prairie core. Those are keywords that I try and use when applicable. It was super cute. It was like this like layered dress with these like poofy sleeves, and it sold right away for $30. I swear all my sales are things that either sell right away or things that sit for a year. There's like no in between. Everything sells immediately or it takes so long. So next was a pair of Dansko rainbow striped patent leather clogs. These also sold within like a day. I was surprised to get $50 for these because They actually had like a decent amount of wear on them. I sold them for $50 and I was really happy with that. I wasn't expecting to get that much. Okay, next was a damaged item. It was a pair of Madewell jeans. It was Madewell high-rise Cali Demi bootcut jeans. They were a size petite, so I had a feeling they were gonna sit, and they had puckering. I listed them anyway. Puckering is when it gets kind of like bubbly, I guess is the word. I don't know, it go like wavy, like at the crotch area, which is when it's been stretched too much. So yeah, it had puckering. So I listed them anyway because I had gotten them in a bag of stuff and I didn't like go out and source them, and I sold them for $20. So it was like, my cost of goods is very, very low. So I was still happy with this. Next was a pair of Lululemon. I listed up above. I have a thrift haul where it was a ton of athleisure. I found a bunch of new brands, a ton of Lululemon. So this was from there. It was a pair of high-rise black Lululemon Athletica yoga pants. They were a size 6. I kind of wanted to keep them. I'm not a size 6, but with their yoga pants, I've noticed like you can kind of wear like a couple sizes down. Yeah, they were in nice condition, sold for $40. Very quickly too. Next is another athleisure brand. This item didn't really look very like athletic. It's Neon Buddha, purple long top with unique buttons. It was just basically this like lag and look style top, and every button was different and it was really cool. I had heard this was a Bolo brand. I talked about this in another video. I had heard this was a Bolo brand, and then I got a pair of yoga pants. I had them listed for a year with literally no likes, kept relisting them. So I ended up sending those into Thredup, and then I was like, you know what, I'll try out a top just to see. And this did sit for a while with like no interest, but then it sold for $30. So I don't know, I guess maybe the more unique pieces do well. If you're still watching, that means a lot to me. If you watch to the end of the video, that helps me out so much. If you like and comment and subscribe, that does too. I would love to be monetized soon. I'm at almost 2,000 watch hours, and you need 4,000 subscribers, which I'm almost there. But yeah, I need a lot more watch hours, so it means a lot to me if you watch the whole way through. Okay, next was another one that had been kind of hit or miss for me. Roots Canada. It was a baby blue zip-up sweatshirt. It did have pilling, and I got an offer for $25. I accepted. Yeah, I had a athletic skirt by them. I think maybe it was because it was a skirt, but it did not do well. But this sold pretty fast. Next was a Halloween embellished sweater vest. It was just like a Walmart brand. I think it might have been vintage. I sold it for $14. That was fine with me. I picked it up based on style, not brand. It was basic editions. Next was a pair of Vans classic black slip-on shoes. They were like men's and women's. It's like, you know, like size 11 men's, size 7 women's, whatever. Yeah, they did have some wear. So I actually wasn't really even wanting to list them. I'd gotten them in a bag of stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna send these into Thredup because I really don't like listing shoes, and I don't like photographing shoes and cleaning shoes. But I was like, whatever, I need stuff to list, so I listed it, and they sold fairly quickly for $25, so I'm happy that I listed those. Okay, next was the brand Escada. It was a mint wool and silk blazer. I was actually about to pull this because I want to send in my first box to The Real Real. I've been watching our Bagnick. She has a YouTube channel. She sends a lot of stuff into The Real Real, and I have been needing to do that. It's been on my to-do list because whenever I find like expensive brands, they just sit for me on Poshmark. So I have a bunch of stuff that I want to send into them that just won't sell for me. But this sold before I could list it or before I could pull it, which is fine with me. I sold it for $80. I didn't think I was going to get that much. It was a really high quality, so soft. It was a really nice piece. It retailed for a lot, but this is one of those brands that does not always resell for a lot. Next was Club Monaco satin gold bronze dress. I sold this for $30. This had also been sitting. I was thinking about pulling this for a Real Real box too, which I'm going to make a video on that. Actually, after I film this, I need to watch her newest video. Make sure you subscribe to her if you're not already. It's at our Bagnick. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, she's making me want to try the Real Real because I find good brands, but some of them just don't sell for me on Poshmark. Next was an exclusively Masuk black tank top, $30. This brand, it's very in between like $30 to $60, I would say. I don't pay up for it, but it does sell well. This next one I was so happy with. It was a DKNY wool herringbone long trench pea coat. This brand, I was wanting to send it into Thredup, but I wasn't getting labels at the moment because DKNY does really well on Thredup. And this coat was so bulky. I was like sort of regretting getting it, but it sold for $40 and it sold really fast. Next was the brand La Parisienne. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It was a vintage sexy bust maxi formal dress. This dress is really hard to describe. It had straps that went like this, and then the neckline kind of went like this. It reminded me of like a Wonder Woman costume or something at the top, the way that the neckline was, and it was really pretty. I was wanting more. I think it was vintage. I got an offer for $26 though, so I took it. I just think that dress was so pretty. So this was one that had been sitting that I was also getting sick of looking at. It was a 100% wool vintage maxi dress with gold detailing. It was like this sleeveless maxi dress, and it was this thick, heavy wool, and I was like, why did I buy this? It'd been sitting for like over a year, I believe, like really heavy. Yeah, I was getting ready to pull it and try and send it somewhere away from me, but it sold for $48. And yeah, it had like no likes for like a whole year. I kept relisting it, and then all of a sudden it sold. So I made a lot of profit on this, and she loved it. So yeah, super happy with that. I love selling things that you like regret buying, and it's like, why did I buy this? And then it sells for like full price, and it's like, oh, I guess I was right. Okay, so Free People for me is like a downward slope. It doesn't really sell super well for me. There are like the occasional pieces that sell well, but I don't like pay up for this brand anymore. I have sold it for $80 one time, a really pretty dress, but most stuff by them does not sell well for me. That doesn't mean it doesn't sell well for other people, but I sold an Intimately Free People pair of nude fleece leggings. The stock photo was actually a different color, but I included it because the leggings were like weird. They like cinched a ton, so the pictures like looked weird, so I had the stock photo as the first one so people would know what they actually looked like. I sold them for $21, and then I sold a Free People Beach ribbed thermal with pockets. This is really cute. I kind of wanted to keep it. It was like a rust, burnt orange, terracotta kind of color. It did have pilling though. Sold it for $16. That's fine. Another brand that seems to be doing not as well as it used to is brands from Aritzia. Babaton, Wilfred, those brands don't seem to be doing as well for me. This was an Aritzia Babaton black chiffon bomber jacket. I sold it for $23. I was hoping for a lot more. And then I also sold a Wilfred Free. The brand was Wilfred Free. The style name is Veronica. It was a flannel dress. I only sold it for $15. I was disappointed with that too, but some brands don't stay popular forever, or only some pieces stay popular. Next was a pair of Elizabeth and James. The style name is Petey. They were genuine leather boots. They did have some wear. I sold them for $25. That was okay with me. They took up a lot of space. I sold a pair of American Eagle Tencel high-waisted jegging joggers. I love picking up anything Tencel. It's a great like sustainable material. These were really cute, and they did get a lot of interest. Didn't expect to sell them for $28 though, but I was really happy with that. American Eagle is usually like around the $20 mark with me. Next was a new with tag, $58 Victoria's Secret black satin robe. It was just like a one size. It had been sitting for a very long time, and then I got an offer for $28, so I was super happy with that. Next was a new to me brand. It was a brand called Christina Francini. I believe I'm saying that right. It was made in Italy. It was a fringe suede sandal, and they sold for $40 very quickly. Next was, okay, I sold a lot of shoes because I hate cleaning shoes. I hate listing shoes. I had this huge basket of shoes, and then one day I just sat down and I just cleaned them all. I listed them all, and so a bunch of them sold right away. So I'm really happy that I listed them, because if you just have a death pile full of shoes that's taking up so much space, when I could have those shoes listed and they could be going out the door. So a lot of these are shoes that I had just listed that sold really quickly. This was the brand Kodiak. It was a genuine leather brown lace-up boots. These did have a decent amount of wear. I got an offer for $25 and I took it. Actually, I think every single pair of shoes that I sold this month, I listed this month, I believe. I'm almost positive. So yeah, list your shoes. And I've been selling all kinds of shoes too. Sold 2 pairs of sandals this month, even though it's fall. This was a pair of Teva leather capri sandals. They were these like red braided leather sandals. They did have wear. I got an offer for $15 and I took it. This was a new to me brand. It was Rainbow. These were the Marley black leather braided sandals. They had wear also. I had never heard of this brand before, but they sold for $22 and the person loved them. Eliza J. It was a sparkly gray sheath midi dress. The stock photo and my photos, it was like one of those items that was super hard to photograph. Like, I don't know why, but the color was coming off way, way different. So I put that in the description, and I was hoping that someone would, it's like it's just hard when you list an item and it's like the item doesn't actually look like the picture, because you know what I mean? It's like the stock photo, the color didn't look right. My photos, the color didn't look right. So someone bought it and they loved it. Super happy with that. Eliza J is sold at Anthropologie. Next was an item I also just recently hauled, a BDG Urban Outfitters Girlfriend high-rise shorts. These did not have a size on them, so I thought that they were gonna sit. I measured them and put the size according to the measurements, and then I put in the listing, this is like estimated, and they sold for $40 within, I believe, a day. So yeah, everything either sells super fast or sits for like a year. There's like no in between. Okay, only a couple more items. Okay, this was a bundle I sold for $80. It was 2 things that were sitting for forever and a pair of Madewell jeans. So it was a pair of Madewell 10-inch high-rise skinny jeans, a Pure Jill, which was by J. Jill, wool blend mock neck side tie sweater, and a pair of Club Monaco light wash high-rise skinny jeans. The J. Jill sweater and the Club Monaco jeans were just sitting for forever, so I got an offer for $80 for everything, and I accepted. Next was the brand Michael Stars. This was a Supima cotton modal striped 3/4 length sleeve top. It was super soft. This brand retails for a lot. I never go into like normal stores, like not thrift stores, but when I went to Leavenworth, I have vlogs on my channel if anyone wants to see. It's this super cute town in the mountains. I went hiking, I did all kinds of stuff, but we went in some of the stores and there was a store that was selling Michael Stars, and it was like a basic shirt for $160, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, you can get the same shirt for like $5 at the thrift store. So yeah, this brand retails for a lot, and this also sold really quickly. Next was another bundle. It was a Brandy Melville vegan suede t-shirt dress and a pair of Coach black Frederica leather loafers. The shoes did have some wear. They were like on the side of the shoe, they were like open kind of. I don't know if that makes sense. Stretched a little bit, but I sold both items for $42 and I was happy with that. Next was Bryn Walker. It was a purple asymmetrical cardigan. This was hard to sell for a while because it was size extra small, but it fit like way higher. It fit like up to a large because it was like a wrap sweater. So I put that in the listing, but it's hard when things don't match the listed size because the people who are looking for it are people that are looking for the listed size. So when I got an offer for $24, I accepted it. Okay, so I've talked about before how Giorgio Armani does not sell for me on Poshmark, but that I can sell it for like $200 on Thredup. But I wasn't getting Thredup labels, so I had some listed on Poshmark, and I sold a Giorgio Armani wool satin black blazer jacket for $55. I was actually really happy with this, and the buyer loved it. She said it fit her perfectly. Yeah, it was just wool and satin. It was in amazing condition. I would have sent this into Thredup when I had the chance, but I sold it, so I am happy with that. Okay, one more item was a pair of black Gap high-rise wide leg crop jeans. Sold them for $25. I don't sell a ton of Gap, but I picked these up based on style because they're very trendy. The wide leg cropped high-rise jeans are super in right now, so I was super happy to pick that up. Yeah, so that's not everything that I sold. Those are just some that I wanted to mention. I'm gonna try and get these videos out earlier. It's just a lot, and having to insert the pictures and all that stuff. So if you watch to the end, that really means a lot to me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.